Hello everybody and welcome back to a very special edition of the PvPerium channel here today. For today we're livening things up a little bit right from the outset by dedicating this video for the wonderful country of Finland. Now many of you may not know much about Finland. We've recently had a member of our guild join us who is from Finland, and she, well frankly we can't shut her up about the place. So I promised her that if she did stop talking about it, we could possibly think about dedicating one of the shows to her wonderful, wonderful country. So I have, throughout today's program, I have 10 top facts about Finland, which I think you will find really, truly fascinating stuff. A wonderful, wonderful country, and I'd recommend going there if you have a spare fortnight where you don't mind. You know, a torchlit evening somewhere, perhaps. Hopefully, such is the slick nature and production values of this show, you may not even notice these facts being snuck in. So, either way, we'll try and carry on as per usual, and you'll of course receive the usual high quality of commentary and walkthrough guides that the PvPerium and all here at PvP HQ. There are literally hundreds of PvP technicians sat behind me, making sure that the quality you receive is really of just the highest top-notch standard, which I think you'll all agree we achieve on a weekly basis, or sometimes a monthly basis, sometimes annually actually. Some of the videos take quite a while to come out. Anyway, so we're in Warsong Gulch today on the Ret Paladin. This is a rated battleground that I did. It doesn't have any lakes in it, unlike Finland actually, that apparently has over 188,000 lakes. Isn't that amazing? That was a slick little fact there you may have missed on Finland. And of course you'll notice that none of the characters in this battleground are carrying their wives. I've died there, it would appear, so while we're at the graveyard, allow me to explain. Finland in fact has a wife carrying championship, which is world renowned inside Finland, and of course the phone company Nokia was also founded in Finland. Some extra little facts there on that wonderful country. So what I'm going to do here is pummel that monk. Well, of course it's rebuke. We all know that, don't we? All we professional paladins, none of that amateur shite. And he's just going to run away from me like a little bastard that he is. Did I happen to mention that Finland is the only country in the world which broadcasts news in Latin, in fact? I myself am a man of speaking many languages, Latin being one of them. Retus Paladinus is the character which I'm currently playing. Warsong Gulch is the battleground that we're in. As you can tell, I've been speaking Latin for many years. It just rolls off the tongue, really. So yeah, here we are. We're back onto a shader. I believe I've been trying to actually take down the healers in this battleground because it's well, it's always best to, isn't it? Unfortunately, the problem we were having here is that their DPS wasn't that amazing, but the actual the healing they put through meant that we weren't getting that many kills. Perhaps some of them would have liked maybe a sauna or something, which there happened to be 1.8 million saunas in Finland. Another fact there, which you may have noticed, just sort of snuck in. Actually, as I mentioned this, there is going to be a giveaway at the end of this program today. As my first giveaway, so I'm a little bit excited about this. It's a wonderful prize as well. It's an imaginary South African gold mine, which has been donated kindly by Echo, one of the members of our guild. A wonderful gold mine it is on the coast of South Africa. Positively, pouring money out. So if you would like to win the imaginary South African gold mine, you'll have to answer a simple riddle, which I will give you at the end of the show. So I seem to be dead again here, and if I just have a little look closely, what is the score at the moment? See, it's still 0-0 this one, and there are 10 minutes to go, so it could be a bit of a long battleground this one. However, let me fill you in on what's actually been happening. So far, we've, basically, we're about to get Zola home at the moment. Zola being our Death Knight, who, I can't remember, I think he just is generally in a blood, not in a blood spec, a frost or an unholy spec in blood presence, and he is basically home. But unfortunately, that tricky little hunter there that's just running around the corner that we're going to go and do naughty things to. He's gone and got the flag, hasn't he, and has run off like a bit of a pest. So we're just going to kill him in a few buttons, because hunters don't make great flag carriers. In fact, I'm quite surprised that the monk that stood next to him didn't grab it, because of course they are a total pain in the ass to get rid of. I'm not sure. Are we going to kill this one? I'll certainly have a go, because I don't like monks. Yeah, he's dead. What's going on now? Have we managed to get Zola back? No. Now, in fact, another Resto Shaman has managed to get hold of it. So that's going to be the plan now, is going to be to try and stop that Resto Shaman from getting home. Did I mention, by the way, that Donald Duck comics were banned in Finland because Donald Duck doesn't wear any trousers? Some expert play by me in the background, by the way. I'm just running away and healing up. I think you'll only ever find the real high-level professionals doing such things. Anyway, back to Donald Duck. Yes, I think the Finnish may have been, well, a little bit oversensitive there, if I'm honest. Because, of course, Donald Duck doesn't wear trousers, does he? But he is only a cartoon, and it's not like you can see any genitals or anything. You know, there's no real explicit nudity in Donald Duck. So I think perhaps the Finnish have got it wrong there. Well, maybe this is just a historical fact, and in fact... They in fact embrace Donald Duck now. I'm not sure. Maybe they should apologise to Donald and in fact place it on their country's flag or something. Something for any Finnish viewers to perhaps think about and to I don't know, maybe raise with your local member of parliament. I think you have a president there, do you not? And a lady. Perhaps she would be interested in hearing this. That maybe Donald Duck needs embracing again by the Finnish people. So the monk has gone to get it again, and he's doing his usual bloody torpedo crap to try and get away. They do annoy me, these boys. So we're hopefully going to kill him here and get ourselves our first cap. But of course, no. There are 4 people hitting him, and he's healing himself to full and in fact running away. I am quite looking forward to the day that 5.4 comes out and things get a reset. Although that said, from the patch notes I've read, healers are, well, they're about to become somewhat ridiculous, I believe. Things like priests being able to put up a shield every 2 seconds now. The weakened soul effect is being reduced. I have a priest, and, well, frankly, that's going to make old Jesus invincible. They're not even going to put that bastard on the cross now, are they? Not at all. He's going to do whatever he wants. I should be there running around and teabagging the likes of, well, never before seen. So we're going to go down to midfield because Malinki, also known as Monocle, you've seen in other Battleground videos of mine. He's got several characters, this one being his Warlock. So like the professional that I am, I'm trying to provide him with as much of a method of getting away as possible. I've chucked Sacrifice on him so he reduces damage, and I put Freedom on him so that he can get away. And in fact, he is running away now. Look at him going. Oh dear, they've gone and picked it up again. Look at it. They are a resilient bunch. You've got to give them that, haven't you, eh? So, who is this now? It's a Death Knight. It looks like it's just me and 2 others on this Death Knight, so I don't like my chances here, actually. Perhaps I could give you another fact on Finland while we see how this pans out. Did you know that Finland is, in fact, the 7th largest country in Europe in terms of area? Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? And did you know that it once belonged to Russia and also to Sweden? I'll apologise now. I couldn't find out exactly when the transfer between Russia and Sweden took place. Perhaps that'll have to go into some of the video notes afterwards, or maybe another video if the Finnish people really respond well to this one. So anyway, we're rumbling outside the bottom of the tunnel now. I'm appear to be trying to kill this Warlock. It's never a bad thing to sit on a Warlock. It means that it do less damage and more healing, which of course is frustrating, the amount of healing they can do. But if they're doing healing, they're not doing damage. So that's the way that I tend to look at it. I'm not exactly the world's best target caller. I will admit that. Some of you may have already noticed this, but I'm going to give it to the rest of you for free. I'm not the best target caller there is. But nevertheless, we've managed to kill that priest there. We have, in fact, been having a few problems recently in our Rated Battleground team, as is the norm, I think, for most teams, and that is we're quite a melee-heavy team. and these days ranged DPS seem to have such a massive advantage in both spread damage, burst, and just ways to get away that really we've we've all started re-rolling. I've been playing my hunter quite a bit, and I'm absolutely dreadful at him, but I still seem to be able to get bigger DPS out of him than I do this, just purely because I can stand at the back and do whatever I damn well like. So while we try to kill this this shaman in vain, I thought I might tell you another fact about Finland. The population of Finland is approximately 5 million people. 1 million of those live in the capital of Helsinki. So there we go. That's another interesting fact there about Finland. In fact, I must confess that is my last fact, and we are only halfway through this video, so I'm going to have to pad quite considerably now, aren't I? Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll switch on to who are we going for now? Oh, Death Knight. I have a theory in that all Death Knights are target callers. So is what I tend to do is as they only really have to roll parts of their face over the keyboard to get good damage out, we try to target them quickly, because it gets rid of the spread damage, but not only that, it should hopefully eradicate any target calling they may have. Well, while we are at the graveyard, I thought I might elaborate a little bit on this imaginary South African gold mine that we have available for you all today. It is, well, as already stated, is a wonderful prize. Is what I'd like you to do is when I read out the sort of riddle, which you will have to answer. I need the correct answer to this riddle for you to be taken into consideration. I'd like to point out that it won't be the first person to answer in the comments below, if you don't mind, that will win this imaginary South African gold mine, but in fact it will be a random person. So one of the many thousands of people I'm sure that will try to compete to win this prize. So I will pick one at random, and if any of you decide to inbox me with contributions to the show, both financial or in some way just soothing my eggshell thin ego, then there's every chance that you will in fact have a greater chance of winning the wonderful prize for today. Not that there's any corruption here, but I'm only human. So while I'm chased down by a rather frustrating elemental shaman there, who seems just to be able to cast and run at the same time, which sort of becomes a little bit pointless being a caster, surely. Anyway, is what we're going to do is oh, here we go, we're on the Death Knight. We'll try and hit him. For some reason, I'm not going on the priest, which just stood right behind him, healing him up, but I'm actually hitting the Death Knight. But okay, fine, that's all right. Oh, the shaman's here as well, and it's me, a mage, and entity. So it's a shadow priest, a frost mage, and a ret paladin going up against 2 DPS and a healer. Gotta be honest, I don't like our chances. So I think I'm probably going to take one for the team here and get killed off fairly soon. The other boys are still there, of course, and looking at the minimap, there doesn't appear to be anybody reinforcing them. I can't quite remember how this goes. So today's riddle for the imaginary South African gold mine. If you're ready, some of you for riddles may find it easier to write them down, perhaps. Okay, well, I'll go for it now. The riddle is this: I am green, I am red, I am liquid, I am fruit, I am a watermelon. What am I? Yeah, I think you'll find that's a real tricky one. I've given you a clue in there as well, as to some of the more observant of you may be able to use the clue to guess the answer. I'll read it out again just to make sure that you know, so you're not having to constantly rewind. I know some of you may wish to listen to the question a few times over, because you'd of course like to have this this wonderful prize. I am green, I am red, I am liquid, I am fruit, I am a watermelon. What am I? So yeah, we are back on the Death Knight here, in fact, and it would appear it's me and entity. So it's Ret Paladin and a Shadow Priest. I appear to have bubbled, and I don't have any large DPS cooldown, so I don't think this is going to go very well for me here. I think I probably should have waited for Sonics to res with me and come on down. Oh no, look at that! I had absolutely no idea that was going to happen, so I can tell you I'm absolutely ecstatic at seeing that. That was God, that was good stuff. That's why we all turn up, isn't it, right? That's why we do it. So we've got a flag cap, and it looks like we're up to 2-0, although I must confess I can't honestly remember where 1-0 came from, really. Well, here we go. And Yeah, so with regards to the imaginary South African gold mine, today's prize on the show, there will be a prize on each show from now on. Actually, there will be a giveaway at the end of each show. I like to try and include the reader, and of course, I will read out the winner of this week's prize on the next show, which hopefully will be in approximately a week's time. Okay, so it gives you all plenty of time to mull over that riddle. I shan't bother reading it again. I've already read it twice. I don't want to patronise you, and that'll hopefully give you all enough time to digest and think of what that answer could possibly be. I'm actually quite pleased I've killed that elemental shaman there, because he has been a bit of a pain in the ass in this battleground, hasn't he? So what we've got here, however, is our mage called Sonics, who's taken the flag. Now, Zola is running across to him to try and swap the flag over, because Sonics doesn't actually like playing his mage, and he is now going to be an elemental shaman. Me and him have been in the arena the last few days, trying to better ourselves, trying to conquest up. And just as we've done that, we've in fact heard that patch 5.4 will be arriving on the 27th of this month. So it's time to actually bother trying in the arena now to see if we can get a title of some sort, because all season, really, I haven't particularly bothered. I don't really see the point in putting all that effort in all season if you're just going to lose your rating. So, yeah, on we go. So Zola is on his way home. I'm going forwards with Malinki, which is Monocle's Warlock, and we're going to go and see if we can do something to that Death Knight. Now, it would appear that I've got my Avenging Wrath, so I've got my wings ready to go. I've got a few Hellstones there, and the Guardian as well, which looks like it's ready to go. And there's only 4 minutes left. We're 2-0 up. I think we're looking good for a win. Of course, I've never actually shown you a loss, so I think that's pretty much guaranteed. It'll be a very good how-to video, I find, if I'm actually just going to show you all the stuff that I've lost. Trinketing a fear there. The fears that never seem to break on damage. Getting particularly wound up by those at the moment. Oh, here we go. Wings have been popped. I've got another 30 seconds until I can use Guardian. Oh, I've switched on to the Priest there, it would seem. And, yep, the Priest has gone down. So now it's just a case of killing this Death Knight, which hopefully... And there we go. He's down. Is Zola going to get us a win? Zola? You going to get us... No. No. Oh dear. Zola was obviously being CC'd there, or was possibly asleep. Tabbed out watching one of the many fantastic PvPerium videos. Perhaps, in fact, he was looking at facts on Finland as our shaman healer will not stop going on about it. Honestly, I hope, Shamlet, actually, that this is sort of quenched your thirst for the world to know about Finland, because of course this is an award-winning multinational YouTube channel here. I mean, we haven't won any actual awards as such, but I like to think that we could, should we actually enter any. So we're just going to chase after this this Resto Druid here. Oh, he's a boomkin, this one. So he's going to... hopefully he'll go down quite quickly. There's only 1 minute 33 seconds left of the battleground. I can see on my timer on the left-hand side. So let's see if we can kill this boomkin. Okay, there we go. We've got a judging. Yeah, excellent. Clicking the button, and... Well, I didn't get the kill, but... oh, look at that. They've gone and picked it up again. They're not ready to cave, this lot. No, they're going to make it really difficult all the way to the end. And rather than going back and trying to kill that shaman, I seem to have decided that I don't like this priest very much. I've in fact popped Guardian on him as well, so... oh, he must have done something to tick me off at some point, mustn't he? And it's a Death Knight again. I'm not entirely sure which Death Knight that is. I think that must be their Blood Death Knight, so we're probably trying to kill him so we can't go and take the flag off the shaman, because that would be even more frustrating, wouldn't it? Oh, there's the monk. Am I going to chase him into the abyss? Oh, here we go. There's a shaman coming. Oh, there's a wonderful instant cast cyclone there. As Blizzard rightly states, it does take an awful lot of skill to be able to line up instant cast crowd control. And I quite agree with them. I think it's very difficult to be pressing these buttons. Oh, look at this. Frenzied Defenders. Return 5 flags in any one Warsong Gulch. So excellent. With only, what is that, 20-30 seconds left. We're ending on a bit of a high note there, and just more constant reminders, really, that PvP PvPerium channel really is where the PvP action's at. And there we go. And pretty good on the damage there as well. Thanks for listening, everybody. Cheerio. Tune in next time.